Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading. So this pick a card reading is all about those of you who have a choice between two options and you're kind of undecided and maybe feeling a bit stuck. So we have 4 piles here and they are all angel decks or angel cards from Doreen Virtue. So we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So I want you to just focus on the cards, and whichever one you're drawn to, you can go in the description box below, and then there will be a timestamp there that you can push and go to whichever one of these cards you're drawn to the most. So here we go again. So this one is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Hello to those of you who have chose pile 1. That were most drawn to this card here. So this card is this is from Doreen Virtue's Angels Daily Guidance. And so we're just going to have a look at the card for our overall energy here. And it says new partner. So a chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety, is what this card says. So we're just going to set this here for now. So new partner is basically the overall. Some of the other messages are like, sometimes you need to ask for help in a situation. You can allow other people to help you. You soon will meet your soulmate if you haven't already. And prayer is being answered through people. And so maybe some of you be getting a new pet as well. Maybe if you're undecided about that. So yeah, so this reading is all focusing on a choice between two. I want to thank you for joining me. And if you do like these readings, please like, share, and subscribe, as well as let me know if it rings true in the comment section below. So the first card we're going to be looking at is, what is your key motivation in this choice that you have to make? So you're just kind of feeling stuck, but what is your key motivation in the choice that you have to make for pile 1? What is your key motivation going on here that is driving you to make this choice, or, feeling stuck and needing to make a decision? To me, with a new partner, it's kind of like it could be in business, but it could be in love, but we'll just see here. So your key motivation here, we have the High Priestess coming out as your key motivation. So this is like, you could be dealing with a Pisces for some of you, but this is like, using your intuition, or you really want to follow what your inner self is telling you to do in this situation. So your key motivation is basically, being spiritual and things like that. Maybe you're in a situation where you don't feel, spirituality, but you want to, as spiritual as you could be. And maybe that's part of the reasoning for, your indecisiveness. Maybe potentially you're with a partner that, isn't on the same page as you that way. And then we'll just see what grounds you. The next card we're going to be is going to be what grounds you here. So what grounds you, pile 1? What is grounding to pile 1? We'll have a card for what grounds pile 1. Okay. All right. So we have the Knight of Pentacles coming out with the 2 of Pentacles. So to me, it's like you like to be independent. You like to be able to be, you like to keep busy. You feel grounding energy of being self-sufficient and you have everything looked after yourself. This is a card of independence and singularity, but also a card of being busy and being able to maintain balance here. And so let's see what your ideal outcome in this situation is. What is your ideal outcome in this situation that you're wondering about? This choice that you have to make, pile 1. What is your ideal outcome? How do you see your ideal outcome? Oh gosh, that's too many. But yeah, we'll get some cards of clarification if we need to. And then if we're drawn to cards of advice as well, we'll see about that. Okay, so the Knight of Wands. So your ideal outcome is a new adventure here. So you're wanting things to be passionate. You're wanting maybe to move forward. You have this maybe restless energy, but you want things to be, maybe to pick up passionate wise again here in this situation. With the Knight of Wands, you want to maybe go on a new adventure, do some traveling. That kind of thing is your ideal outcome in this situation that you're asking about. And so right now we're just going to look at what you need to know about the first option. So you obviously have two options here, pile one. You're undecided. So we're going to have a look at what you need to know about the first option. So the first option that you're thinking about, or the one side of the story here, how could that go and what you need to know about that. Okay. So we have the moon. So there's things that aren't quite what they seem. Again, Pisces coming out, could be Cancer you're dealing with. And then the Five of Wands. So this is causing conflict. So whatever the situation is, it's kind of like there's secrets around it. This first option, it's you know, it's confusing. It's maybe leads you to a lot of emotions, that type of thing. And there's conflict in the situation, conflict and competition, you know, so that's what you need to know about option one. So the one option is going to lead you to confusion, competition, conflict, pettiness, that kind of thing. And let's see what's the likely outcome. That's what you need. It's a confusing kind of option here. You're confused about it here. Let's see option one. And that is a Page of Cups. So, you know, this is going to maybe lead to like apologies and things like that. And somebody just kind of in that immature energy when it comes to their emotions here with this Page of Cups. Could be dealing with a water sign. Again, lots of water coming out here, a little bit of earth. But yeah, so let's just have a look at option two. And what do you need to know about if you go the other direction? Oh, you got the Knight of Pentacles coming out. So this is more grounded energy. This is like slow and steady wins the race kind of thing. This is like getting to your goal, putting in the effort, but it's going to take a lot of work and time. And so that's going to take a lot of time, your option two. But what is the likely outcome with your second option? What is the likely outcome with your second option for pile one? What is the likely outcome? And we have the Knight of Swords. So this one, it's funny because the Page of Cups and the Knight of Swords come out as this one. So the Knight of Swords is like, you know, feeling like you need to take action. It's like things, you know, speed up and go quicker. But somebody, you know, is kind of, this is in and out energy. And this could be somebody that is, you know, basically running away from the situation, whether this be in business partnerships or whatnot. But let's get some cards of clarification here for you, pile one. So there's this High Priestess in there, your key motivation. So it's like you're wanting to avoid heartbreak and separation in this situation. You know, you're wanting to use your intuition to basically avoid separation and heartbreak. So this could be regarding you know, relationship for you for sure. And the Nine of Pentacles, like your main, what grounds you is being independent and being able to balance everything for you. So yeah, because you have the Six of Cups in reverse here. So this is like, you know, you feel like maybe you haven't met your soulmate or you haven't been involved in someone and you've just been single here. And yeah, like you're feeling like maybe left out of a soulmate situation. What about this energy of your ideal outcome? That's too many. With your ideal outcome with that Knight of Wands here, it's like going on an adventure. It's being happy and settled with that. I just want to read a little bit here what else it says about the Knight of Wands for your ideal outcome for pile one. Very interesting. Let's see here. Knight of Wands. Let's see what it says. Just give us an idea here. Yeah, you want it to be spontaneous. I can't say that word. You want to be spontaneous, right? You want to be able to pursue your dreams. You want a lot of enthusiasm and taking inspired action. But it is like you want a new adventure. So let's just get a clarifier on your ideal outcome. This new adventure, this new partner coming in. Yeah, Queen of Cups. So yeah, something that's, you know, somebody that's a good friend, somebody that's a good, to me, this is like you know, you haven't found somebody and you're considering your options as far as like your love life is concerned, is what I'm getting for this one. So you want someone that's a good friend. You want somebody that is, you know, true to you and compassionate. But option one here, we'll just get a card for option one. So this moon, what is this moon about? So you could be, again, dealing with Cancer or Pisces. And some of you maybe have an earth sign on the other side here. So Capricorn, Scorpio, or Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Yeah, the Five of Wands, we have the Emperor. So this is person maybe that you are thinking about that's kind of like really in control of everything. They are a leader, or maybe this is, you know, your energy, but it's, you know, creating some conflict here. Because maybe they're a little bit too set in their ways with this person. What is this moon energy about? Like something is left, yeah. This is confusion. This is upset. This is like, you know, this option that's just like it leads to, not that it leads to, but it just has you up in your head here thinking about this option one, because there's a lot of confusion, a lot of heightened emotions. And, you know, it's leading to, you know, someone needs to apologize in this situation. But let's just get a likely outcome, like a clarifier for the likely outcome for you, pile one. Let's get a clarifier card for you. Okay. So yeah, the Page of Cups, yeah, it's going to lead to, you know, apologies and someone making, you know, maybe a love offer here with option one. Even though it's confusing, it's got, you know, it's like this conflict, this battle of like, you know, someone is really set in their ways and that kind of thing. But it is, with the Page of Cups, there is, you know, there is emotions on offer here. And someone might apologize for all of this that's going on here. But this Knight of Pentacles could be dealing with an earth sign, like I said. We'll get the option two that you have. So this is like slow and steady. Yeah, a Knight of Swords again. So something that you see as being, you know, stable and grounded is actually kind of flighty here. Someone that kind of comes in and out in this situation. The Knight of Swords, I'm just going to get, yeah, I'm just going to get, just read that about. So yeah, it's like haste. You gotta, you know, you want to pursue excellence. You want to be ambitious, assertive, and success. But this is kind of an in and out energy. It's funny that that comes out to clarify that. So it's like, it seems like this option is the way to go, but actually it's like, you know, it's somebody that's kind of flighty here. We'll just get a clarifier on the likely outcome. And we have the King of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is quite the energy. So this in and out energy, but this King of Pentacles, I mean, this is, you know, husband, this is somebody that's got it all together. This has, they have all their finances in order. They basically are very, but they can be a bit materialistic and greedy and like this in and out energy. And there's like a lot of swords in there, maybe material focused, and they're just, you know, kind of up in their head, lots of thinking going on here, but they aren't, yeah, there's not a lot of emotions or love on this side, where this does, even though it causes lots, this is very emotional. So it's like, you know, you either have to use your logic or your emotions here in this situation for pile one. That's very interesting for sure. And because this is a love, like it's kind of looked like it's, you've chosen this regarding your love situation. I just get a card or two of advice for you here as well at the end here, pile one. Oh, that's too many. Just get a card or two of advice here for you, pile one, because this does seem like it's a choice in love for you. And we have release your ex. So the time has come to clear your energy. So yeah, you might have to let something go here for something new to come in. So trust and love yourself first here are the other two cards we got coming out. So this situation is calling for you to have faith, and your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So yeah, you might have to be letting something go here. For those of you who chose pile one, that was a very interesting reading. That is the reading I have for you, pile one. If you do like these readings, please like, share, and subscribe, as well as let me know if it rings true in the comment section below. Hello to those of you who chose pile two. Yes, thank you for joining me. This is reading if you have a choice between two things. So basically you have a couple options. So we're just going to look at, you know, what grounds you in the situation. What is your key motivation in the situation? What's your ideal outcome? And then we'll have a look at each, what you need to know about each option that you have, option one and option two. And so we're just going to get started with your reading here. So you have chosen the Healing with the Angels Oracle card from Dream Virtue. I'm going to have a look at it here for an overall energy. And it says truth and integrity. So truth and integrity, basically, so you're guided to be very honest with yourself and be true to yourself in all of your activities and actions at this time. So the angel says to you, let go of anything inauthentic and all activities that do not mirror your highest intentions for yourself. So if something in your life isn't working, be willing to release it. Is what this card is telling you. So when we open things up and release unhealthful situations, then we have room for other things to enter. So miracles will always follow when we surrender troubling conditions. So you find the job, relationship, health issue, or other circumstance heals rapidly in ways that you can never imagined. All along the way, you're perfectly guided to actions that will either help you replace the situation with something better or heal it entirely. So, you can expect miracles when you decide to be true to yourself here. So we've got truth and integrity here for you, pile 2. And we'll just get started with your reading. So the first card we're going to be looking at is what is grounding you. So what grounds you in the situation you're asking about? You know, you have this choice 2 options here, and we got this card coming out. So you have 3 of Wands coming out. So it's like this card is grounding you because you've put in a lot of work. There's still more work to do, and you're kind of waiting around for something to pay off for you here. You know, this is like you've put in the investment, you did the initial groundwork, and now you're waiting for things to pay off. And that's what's keeping you in the situation. So what is your key motivation? What is your key motivation for this decision? So you're feeling kind of stuck, but what is your key motivation? That one wants to come up. 6 of Wands. So there's a lot of Wands here. It could be dealing with fire sign for some of you, Aries, Leo, Sag. But the 6 of Wands is like you want to be held in high regard. You want to have victory in the situation. You want to be, you know, you want to have good self-esteem. You want to be held in high regard here. And yeah, so that's what is motivating you, is like maybe someone is really, you know, praising you, or makes you feel really good about yourself in a situation, whether that be at work. It looks a little bit like maybe a work situation you might be asking about. But let's see, what is your ideal outcome? So what do you think your ideal outcome is here in the situation? All right, well, we have 2 cards coming out. So we have Temperance, again, could be dealing with Sagittarius specifically, but you want balance, and you want like you want things to be harmonious. So in the situation, you want harmony, balance. You want things to be bountiful. Maybe some of you could be planning to have children here with the Empress card coming out, and you just want peace and harmony. But you want, you know, a birth, or like a, you know, birth of something, new ideas, new beginnings is what you're wanting. So out of your 2 options, we're going to be looking at your first option here and what you need to know about your first option. So what is it that you need to know about if you chose this option, whatever option you're thinking about here? How is that going to turn out for you, pile 1? You have the 4 of Cups coming out. So, you know, I'm getting 2 things. So this could be something that you're overlooking, or you're not really seeing as a gift, or you're overlooking something that is right in front of you. But the other thing I get is that it could lead to maybe some complacency and boredom in that option 1. And what's the likely outcome? So it's like, it can be, you know, kind of, we have the Moon. It could be dealing with a Pisces or Cancer for some of you. But the Moon is like, you know, this leads to kind of some confusion. It leads to, you know, like heightened emotions. It leads to things kind of aren't what they seem. It's just like very confusing here is what, you know, that option would lead to. We'll get some cards of clarification too here, pile 2. So let's see with your second option. So if you go the other way, what is going to be the likely outcome? So what you need to know about your second option. So what you need to know about your option 2 for pile 2. Okay. And we have the Page of Cups. So yeah, this is like someone, you know, somebody wants to communicate, or a second option is like someone wants to give you a gift or an apology, or, you know, make a small gesture, a loving gesture in some way towards you here maybe. Or, you know, they have some positive communication for you here on the second option. And then what is the likely outcome for option 2? What is the likely outcome for option 2? Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, so the King of Wands and the Magician. So this is, you know, taking the lead. This is like manifesting everything that you want here with this option 2. You could be manifesting, this to me is more like work situation for some of you, but, you know, you might be kind of bored and you want to follow your own path here, if that's the situation you're asking about. But with this King of Wands, it's like, again, you could be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag. But the Magician here is like, you're going to manifest anything you want. You're going to take the lead. You're going to take action. That's the likely outcome with your option 2. You're going to take action. You can manifest whatever it is that you want there in that situation. So let's just get some clarifier cards. So this, what's grounding you is like that waiting energy. Sorry, that's way too many, my goodness. So it's kind of like waiting around. You've already invested time. Now you're waiting for something to pay off here. And maybe that's what's grounding you in this situation. Yeah, we got the King of Pentacles coming out and the Four of Wands in reverse. So something in a committed situation, but this is monetarily focused maybe, you know, even though it's not, you know, something's unsettled that you've committed yourself to, it makes you money. And so, you know, maybe you're staying in that situation, and then maybe we're not being true to ourselves and following our own passions here. But because you're not really feeling like you're held in high regard, and you want to be held in high regard, you want to have a victory over this situation. So let's see what the clarifier is for the Six of Wands here. So we have, you don't want to be left out in the cold. So, you know, you maybe where you are, you do feel like you are victorious over the situation, but you're kind of afraid to go it alone here. So you're kind of feeling stuck because you're kind of afraid to strike it on your own in this situation. In this case, Knight of Pentacles wanting to show itself too. So let's, goodness, the cards are just flying out all over. So let's just get a clarifier on the Empress. Like, you want a new beginning, you want a bountiful new beginning, you want balance, peace, and harmony here in this situation, pile 2. So that's what you're really hoping for, is your ideal outcome would be balance, harmony, peace, new beginnings, you know, abundance, being in control, that kind of thing. One flipped over in the deck here, so we're just going to look at it. Yeah, you got the Page of Swords. Yeah, so you want to be able to inform yourself and have clear communication here, right? With this Page of Swords, you maybe still have a lot, like some stuff to learn to get there, but you know, you're willing to take on new things and learn new things here. Let's see with this Four of Cups. So the option 1 here. So this kind of like this boredom, or you're feeling like it's a missed opportunity. And we have the King of Cups coming out. So maybe somewhere, for some of you, they're dealing with a water sign in your environment that you're kind of maybe overlooking, or you're not paying any attention to, or it's just like someone that has maybe like a deep connection with you, but you're not really seeing it. You're not really tuned into it here. Pile 2. And so it's leading to a lot of confusion, upset here with the Moon card. Yeah, this is like heavy water on this side here for option 1. So let's see what the Moon has to say. Let's get a clarifier on the Moon. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. So this is like, you know, this is somebody maybe that's juggling in a situation. They could be juggling a lot of things, and it's really hard to maintain balance if you choose this first option. Someone maybe is being sneaky and out for themselves, that type of thing in the first option, whatever, you know, however you see that. Someone's being sneaky. It's really hard to maintain balance because someone isn't giving you all the information you need here. So this person's running away with these swords. Like, you don't have all the information you need in this situation on option 1. So option 2 here with the Page of Cups, somebody has something on offer. It may seem kind of small to you because this here on this side, you know, this is the King of Cups. So you might be kind of drawn that way, you know, thinking that, oh, this is a bigger offer than this one. With this option 2, let's see a clarifier on the Page of Cups. We have the Empress in reverse. So this is maybe something that you're seeing that is, oh, how would I put it? Like this is like a helicopter parent or something, I guess. I don't know why I'm getting that. Maybe some of them you're dealing with that, or you feel like you need to deal with that. But this is, you know, this is being kind of like stifling and controlling and, you know, not wanting things to change kind of thing. Maybe to do with children for some of you in that situation. So let's see with the Magician here. What is the Magician and likely outcome? Even though you may feel like this isn't a new beginning, or there isn't an opportunity for what you really want in this situation, in the option 2, like it's kind of funny because this appears to be not a good option, but then the outcome is very positive. Whereas this appears to be a good option, but the outcome is a little bit negative, confusing. So that's very interesting. So let's get clarified cards on this Magician for you and the outcome for pile 2. Why is this Magician here and the potential outcome for option 2 of your choice? Okay, no. Okay, why is this Magician here for you, pile 2? Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know. So the potential outcome here is like this small offer of 1 cup. It's just, you know, it's worth waiting for kind of thing, because it leads to the 10 of cups. So it's worth waiting for whatever this is, even though it seems like it's not, you know, maybe that person's controlling or overbearing or smothering or something. It actually leads to a very, very positive outcome. So I just want to get a card of advice for you here, pile 2. It's too many. See if that's helpful. So we'll get a card of advice on this side for option 1, and a card of advice on the other side for option 2, and maybe one in the middle. We'll see what comes out. Okay, so we have this one on this side. Is there just one here? No, there's 2. Okay, so it says confidence is your key to success, and it's a time to give rather than take. On that one, one more for this other one. So confidence is your key to success. That's interesting because this is the motivation. You know, you need some confidence in this situation, and you know, listen to your own truth here too. Oh gosh. Okay, and so we have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So that is very interesting. So new moon in Leo. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. New moon in Virgo as well. Could be dealing with a Virgo. But confidence here is your key to success if you choose option 1. And for your own, you know, for your own self, it's, you know, a time to give rather than to take. So it's something to keep in mind. It's maybe time to be giving in a situation. And then regarding this option 2, so it says like the answers you need are coming, but option 2 to me looks like it has a potential for a much more positive outcome. That's a very interesting reading for you, pile 2. If you do like these readings, please like, share, and subscribe, as well as let me know if it rings true in the comment section below. And I will be back with my regular tarot card readings at the end of August. Hello to those of you who have chosen pile 3. I want to thank you for joining me, and we're just going to get started with your reading. So this reading is you have a choice between 2 situations, 2 people, 2 jobs, whatever your choice is between. So we're going to look at option 1, so what you need to know about your first option, and what we need to know about your second option. And so we're just going to get right started with your reading here. And so the card you've chosen here from the Archangel Oracle cards is relationship harmony. So so everybody's heart is being opened now, basically, and our arguments and conflicts are going to be resolved. So you could be finding yourself in a conflict right now, and then these cards tell you that it is soon going to be resolved. That's weird. That's like that. Okay, it could be to do with a friendship, I'm thinking. Maybe that's the situation. Good grief, these cards just want to fly right out here. So the first card we're going to be looking at is like, what grounds you? Okay, these too many. So what is grounding to you for those of you who chose pile 3? So what is grounding to you? We'll get some so we have the King of Cups coming out here. Some of you could be a water sign or dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But this King of Cups is basically, you know, you are a very deep, caring person, but you maybe just don't maybe show your emotions or talk about your emotions that much. But this is like being very emotionally mature here in the situation. So that's what's grounding to you. And what's your key motivation in this situation that you're wondering about? Oh, wow. You have Temperance and the 2 of Wands. So again, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius with this Temperance card coming out here. But what your key motivation is balance and harmony, which is interesting because with relationship harmony coming out here. So, you know, you want to make a conscious choice here to bring balance and harmony in a situation with this 2 of Wands. Like you want your future to be balanced and stable here in a situation. So let's see what your ideal outcome would be. What is your ideal outcome? What would you be hoping your ideal outcome is for pile 3? What is pile 3's ideal outcome in the situation? Oh gosh. Lots of 7s going on here. So we have 7 of Swords and 7 of Wands and the Hierophant. So this is like something you've committed yourself to, or you want to be in a committed situation where you don't have to listen to other people's opinions, or you're not going to be swayed by other people here, you know, and then you can stand up for your own ideas and beliefs, even though they're being challenged. And yeah, the double sevens there. So yeah, there's like the ideal outcome is basically saying you're not wanting to, you wanting to stand up for your beliefs. You don't want to have to go in a committed situation. You don't want to have to go with what other people are telling you, or, you know, be heavily influenced by others is what I'm seeing there. So let's just look at your first option. Oh my gosh, that's too many. So let's just look at your first option here. So what you need to know about your very first option here. What do you need to know about your first option, pile 3? Okay, so the Four of Swords. So, you know, option 1 is maybe something that's going to make you be able to have some relaxed time, take a vacation, that kind of thing. Just have some time to do some inner reflection and recovery. If you choose your option 1, it's kind of like something that is going to be kind of restful. Oh my goodness, this is the second time. So option 1 of the outcome, here we have the moon. Could be dealing with Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces or Cancer. But with the moon, it's like leads to kind of, you know, confusion. It's kind of not to be revealed just yet. Like it's confusing. It's heightened emotions. It's option 1 is like, yeah, it might, you know, you might take a rest, but it's going to lead to some confusion here. And what about your second option? So if you choose your second option, what do you need to know about that? Okay, these two come out. So you have the 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. So, you know, this is something that you might not want to really hold on to or put a lot of work into your second option. Keep dealing with an earth sign. That's a lot of pentacles. So Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But it's like something you don't really want to work at, or something that, you know, you don't want to hold on to. You don't want to put a lot of work into it here. And so what about, what is the outcome for option? Oh gosh. Yeah. So option 2 here with the outcome, likely outcome, if you choose this one, is likely going to come to an ending where someone is very inconsiderate of others' feelings and that kind of thing. With this 5 of Swords coming out, someone's going to look after, you know, just worry about themselves and bring something to a close or an ending here for pile 3. So that's very interesting. So let's just get some clarifier cards here for you. Sorry about that. We'll just get some clarifier cards. So let's see what the grounding energy for you. To see what the grounding energy with this King of Cups here. So yeah, something's kind of left to be. We're not sure here how that's going to go. So this King of Cups. Oh gosh. Why is this King of Cups here? And what grounds you? So it's this, you know, calm, being emotionally stable kind of grounds you. And then you have the Empress coming out too. So this is like you're feeling like, you know, maybe you might feel a little bit smothered in the situation, or you really kind of have to need to know exactly where you stand with everything. It's like this smothering energy. It's like not wanting to maybe start all over in a situation. You're not really wanting to start all over. And so you feel grounded where you're safe and you kind of know what's going on, and your emotions aren't really all over the place because you really want balance in the future here. So let's see, why is this Temperance card here for you? Oh my goodness. Again, the 8 of Pentacles comes out in reverse. So this is something you don't want to really have to work at. You don't want to put effort in. You don't want to learn new ways to do it. You want things to just be. You don't think it should be so much effort, right? And so that's what's making you decide you're not wanting to have to put in all that, the effort maybe. Let's see, 2 of Wands. We got 3 of Wands in reverse. So this is like you're tired of waiting around in a situation. You maybe don't want to put in any effort. So, you know, you want to see something to be easier, right? Not so much conflict going on. There is a bit of conflict here for sure. And in your ideal outcome, we'll just get the 7 of Wands, a clarifier for that. 7 of Wands for clarifier for 7 of Wands. Okay, we have these 2 cards. Oh, the Hierophant's coming out again. Yeah, so you're not wanting to feel stuck in a committed situation. Look at that. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you don't want any conflict in a committed situation. You want things to move forward and not have to be a martyr here. That's very interesting. So your first option, you know, you might get some rest and relaxation, take vacation. Things are kind of not quite what they seem though as an outcome. It's kind of hidden. It's kind of like we don't know what's going to come up with this option. So Four of Swords, and we got Judgment. So yeah, this could lead to, you know, a rebirth, an ending of this overthinking. You could, you know, come and get yourself out of this way of overthinking here if you just take some rest and relaxation. Let's just see for option 1 with this potential outcome being the moon. It's kind of like things aren't quite revealed to you yet, but let's just see what else can tell us about the moon. And the Knight of Wands, yeah, this is like a trip or a vacation, or, you know, somebody, you know, maybe wants to travel and go on a vacation together, and then, you know, see how things turn out in this option. This option is like, don't want to hang on to it, don't want to put any more work into it. You know, it might end here, right? So if we don't put work into this option 2, and we don't, you know, try and hang on to our money and things, then it's going to come to an ending. Wow, look at that. We have the Two of Wands and the Six of Cups. So here it's like you kind of want to put the past behind you. That's what this is saying to me. So the Six of Cups is a card of reminiscing, and the Two of Wands is a card of looking towards the future. So it's like your back is turned towards the past here. And so yeah, you want things to end. You don't want to put any more work in the situation for option 2. It's good, you know, you just really don't want to hang on to that situation. And with the likely outcome being the Ten of Swords, we'll just get a clarifier on the Ten of Swords. Yeah, oh my gosh. Endings, endings, endings for option. You know, ending of a burdensome cycle here with option 2. Things are going to end in that situation if you go that way. Very interesting. So we'll just get a couple cards of advice. We'll get some for option 1 for yourself. We'll start with yourself. Some, just maybe a card that might be helpful for you to know for all of this here, for your energy, and then your first option and your second option. So do you know that arguments and conflicts are being resolved? So that's good. That's very interesting. Okay, so let's see what a card of advice. Oh, there we go. We got a time to give rather than take. I think pile 2, 3 got this one too. So time to give rather than take. So maybe we kind of have to do some self-evaluation and just be more giving in a situation, especially a committed situation, whether this be at work or a relationship here. So option 1, what would be advice if you chose this option here to get out of feeling that stuck energy? What would be some good advice for you if you do choose option 1? Advice for you if you chose option. Oh my goodness, okay, that one's so expect a powerful change. So yeah, I guess if you choose option 1, you can expect some powerful changes. I would like to see what else that has to tell us though. Hey, just regarding, I'm just gonna look in the book here and see what it says about expect a powerful change. So new moon eclipse 94. So if we go this way, you can expect a powerful change. So let's just see what it says about that. That's interesting. So if you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. Be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and events now could be even jarring and uncomfortable with this moon. That's interesting. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you were at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason. You'll appreciate it later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. That's interesting. You're being put back on the right path, and there's nothing to fear in that way. That's interesting. And let's just see about your option 2 here. What is a card that's going to tell us a little bit about your second option if you chose to go this direction? What can we see here? We have, it's time to release negativity. So the full moon in Scorpio. So you might need to release this negative situation with the ending. It's very, very interesting that that card comes out. So full moon Scorpio, let's just see what it says for us here. So yeah, if you've been feeling paranoid, If you've been feeling paranoid and acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time you release them. This card heralds an emotional, intense time, since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all your feelings, and there could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. For some, however, this card has totally different meaning, and your sex life can improve now if you make the effort. But it looks like you don't want to put in any effort if it's option 2 here. That's very interesting. So I hope you found that helpful or interesting or entertaining in some way. If you do like these readings, please like, share, and subscribe, as well as let me know if it rings true in the comment section below. And I'll be back at the end of August. For the September readings. Hello to those of you who have chosen pile 4. I want to thank you very much for joining me. So this reading is going to focus on when you have 2 choices. You have option 1, option 2. What do you do, kind of thing. And then we're just going to get some clarifier cards if we need, some cards of advice at the end maybe. And then, we'll just go from there. So we'll see what this card has to tell us. So those of you that chose the Angel Therapy Oracle card, it tells you that you are profoundly clairvoyant. So trust what you see in your mind's eye as well with your physical sight. So, repeating numbers, feathers, coins, things like that mean something to you. For your spiritual vision helps with healing, teaching, and guidance at this time. So, it's kind of like watch for signs, right? Because you're really clairvoyant and in tune with that, pile 4. So we're just going to get started with your reading here with your options. So you're feeling stuck. And you got this, we could go this way or that way. So what are we going to do here? And so we have the 3 of Wands. This is grounding you. So this is very similar to pile 3. So what's grounding you here is just that, you've put in a lot of work in a situation and you just want to, see it pay off with this 3 of Wands coming out here. So yeah, you're kind of, you've invested your time. Now you're waiting for your ships to come in, right? And so what is your key motivation in this situation? We have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse and the Moon in reverse. So you want an end to the confusion. You want an end to the waiting is your key motivation here. So you're feeling like you need to make this choice because you want the confusion to end. You want the waiting to end. It's like you're tired of waiting is what your key motivation for making this choice is what I'm getting here. But like I said, we'll get some clarifier cards if we need, and then some cards of advice at the end here. And so what are you seeing as your ideal outcome for pile 4? Pile 4, what is your ideal outcome in your own opinion? Oh gosh, too many. What is your ideal outcome, pile 4? Okay, so we have the Son of Swords in reverse. So you're not wanting to, have to do any more work on something or have to find out or educate yourself or, you don't have to do research and put in all this work. You just want to, it's like a knowing. You want the knowing, which is interesting with that, being profoundly, you just want to know. You just want to know in your gut what to do. You don't want to, have to sit and wait and wonder about how things are going to turn out for you. So let's see about option 1. So if you decided to go this way with option 1, what do you need to know about that decision? We have the Father of Pentacles and the Chariot. So to me, if you chose option 1 that you're thinking about, it would go quickly. Things would go quickly and you would become, with the Father of Pentacles here, it's like your money would improve and it would happen very quickly. You would take action, you'd be victorious over a situation, specifically financially. Very nice. So what would be the potential outcome? So this has a lot of potential to move quickly and to increase your finances and make you feel stable if you chose option 1. Sorry, that's too many. So the potential outcome for option 1 for you, pile 4. Again, these cards want to come, so we're going with them. Okay, so we have Justice and the 5 of Cups. So, the situation is going to be fair, but it could involve legal matters and it could lead to some disappointment or feeling out, regrets this option, even though you could see like it's like I'm getting fast money. I don't know, you know, there's maybe fast money to be made here, but it could lead to legal battles and regrets is what I'm getting. It's very simple, I guess, but that's what that option 1 potentially could lead to. So now let's look at option 2. What is potential for option 2? What do you need to know about option 2? Judgment. So this could be a way of resurrecting. This is like Phoenix from the ashes. This is like a rebirth, a renewal. If you went with option 2, it'd be like a new rejuvenation. You know, it's an opportunity. Oh my goodness. And we have, as an outcome, we have the Ace of Swords, which is victory. It's truth, clarity, and victory in a situation. Beautiful. So that is the potential outcome if you chose option 2. Let's just get some clarifiers on these. So this 3 of Wands at the base of your situation, this 3 of Wands here for you. Oh gosh. The Hangman and the Hierophant. Okay, so yeah, you're tired of feeling stuck. You're tired of being traditional. You know, you may have found grounding in this. You've done all this work in this area, but it's like with me, it's like you're tired. Like this, what's motivating you is you're kind of tired of waiting. You're tired of secrets. But yeah, you just want things to be less traditional and not all this kind of waiting and feeling stuck. So let's get a clarifier on this 7 of Pentacles. Again, Judgment comes out twice. So you could be dealing with a Libra here with the Justice card. And yeah, there's a bit of swords going on. So you could be dealing with air sign. So Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Again, but this Judgment card coming out with this 7 of, like, you want to make a decision. You want to be able to make a decision and rise up, you know, and change and make things, you know, move forward. What about this Moon card? Why is it here? We have the World. Yeah, you want something to end. You want a completion of a cycle. So that's motivating you. You want, you know, but you do want victory in a situation. And what about your outcome as the Son of Swords? Like no more research, no more investigation, no more having to learn things. You want to just have that inner knowing. Yeah, I say inner knowing and the Hermit comes out. You could be dealing with a Virgo, maybe yourself as a Virgo. But yeah, with a Hermit, it's like this is inner knowing. So that is what you're wanting. You're wanting here, your ideal outcome is you just be able to trust your inner guidance and follow your inner knowing is what you're wanting, which is interesting. It's very interesting, very different read from the rest of them. So let's see with this Chariot card in option 1, this Chariot card, this fast moving, you know, this is victory from your hard work. This is like making money from your hard work, but you are victorious in this situation, but it just leads to regrets and maybe some dealings with, you know, some legal issues. Yeah. So we have the 2 of Wands in reverse. So it's kind of like, there's maybe not a lot of future in it. It might be fast money, not a lot of longevity in there, or you know, it's still undecided. There's a lot of duality there. This is too many cards coming out. But let's just see a clarifier on this King of Pentacles. Could be dealing with an earth sign too, some of you, or be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So let's see, why is the King of Pentacles here? Father of Pentacles, I guess, in this deck, isn't it? Same as King, so 3. Okay, yeah. So, you know, it's like you put in a lot of hard work, and you do have reasons to celebrate for your hard work here. Like, this is a situation where it's victory from your hard work, but the outcome is feeling like a little bit of regret that maybe you've worked so hard in a situation, and you know, you just want things to be fair. Yeah, in this situation here. Why is this 5 of Cups here? Oh my goodness, these cards. Why is this 5 of Cups here? Yeah, we have the Ace of Wands coming out. So yeah, you maybe with this option, you're going to maybe pass over some new potential for creativity. And, you know, maybe this option, you have regret over not following a more creative path, or more like a path that you felt more passionate about. It's because you did it for stability and you put a lot of hard work into it. And, you know, it gave you reasons to celebrate at times, but you don't see a future in it here for Pile 4. What is this Justice card here for? We have the Fool. Yeah, you just want a new start here with this Fool card coming out. So you just want, you know, you want a new start in this situation. So if you choose this option, you're maybe gonna regret the fact that you didn't follow your passions. you know, that's what I'm getting. You didn't follow your passions, and you're feeling like it's a little bit unfair, this option. So let's look at the option 2. So we have the Judgment card. Oh my goodness, too many. We have the Judgment card coming out for option 2. So it's like a really, you've had to make a decision. It's something that you, you know, this is resurrection. This is complete change. And we have the King of Cups in reverse. Some of you could be water signs or dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But this is like being like overly emotional and like kind of like not really in good control of your emotions with that King of Cups. I wouldn't mind just another clarifier on that Judgment card. Justice and the Ace of Swords coming out again. Wow. So yeah, there is going to be balance, fairness. Some of you could be dealing with Libras here, but the Ace of Swords coming out to clarify that, even though, you know, this is maybe making you, it makes you really overly emotional maybe to choose this option. But you will be victorious. It will be fair this way. Justice card coming out twice, eh? And then we have the Moon coming out as well. Again, some of you could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, the water signs. But for sure, Cancer you might be dealing with. But this is like, you know, things may not seem what they may not be revealed to you yet, and you could be a little bit of confusion here, but it does lead to truth and clarity in the situation. This second option is like a rebirth. It's your reborn. You feel fear. It's going to make you overly emotional, but then, you know, we get a lot of truth and clarity coming out in this situation. So let's just get some cards of advice. So we're going to get a card here on you, and then if you chose option 1 or if you chose option 2. A very interesting reading. So let's just get a card maybe that can tell us a little bit of advice for you, pile 4, and then we'll close this reading. All right, well, we're going to go with this one over here, and then we're going to go, what do you need to release? Interesting. And then one more, we have the option 2. Oh, all right. A fiery climax approaches. How interesting. Okay, so in the middle we have, what do you need to release? So a waning moon. Let's just see what it says about that. So what do you need to release right now? What do you need to release? Let's see what that says. Waning moon. So what's falling away? Life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter when the moon cycle you pull this card is a sign that a situation has peaked for better or worse, and it's time you go easier. It's autumn and winter of the cycle, so do what you need. So what do you need to release? Almost certainly something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive. It can still be gently suggesting that you let something go and stop trying so hard, right? So that's interesting. So maybe just let something go. So that, to me, it's like, just trust your intuition more. Just go with it, because that is really what you're wanting for an outcome. And then option 1 here, we have prosperity lies ahead. So the new moon in Taurus, which is very interesting. New moon in Taurus. Yeah, so let's just have a look here and see what it has to say for us. So new moon in Taurus. Card often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. Card suggests you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the laws of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds a new moon energy. So now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of a sexier time. If you're wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon is sturdy. Taurus is a sign not to give up just yet. So that's very interesting. It's like this brings you financial security, this option. And then, it does say that prosperity lies ahead. And this is from your hard work, this option. And then the full moon in Aries, let's just have a look at that. So 68, we'll just see here. So full moon in Aries, so a fiery climax approaches here with the second option. So it's time to see if you've been a little bit too much me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants, but you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast, or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created this situation yourself, which means you can create your own way out of this too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming, and it could be fiery. Hey, so that's pretty interesting. But this is saying being assertive is good, but don't ride roughshod over anyone. And if you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace. Yeah, and it also says don't be a baby, and maybe you need to have more fun if you choose this option. That's the reading I have for you, Pile 4. I do hope you found that entertaining or helpful in some way. If you do like these readings, please like, share, and